What am I doing, you may ask? I've been asking myself that question for the past 20 minutes. It's been really interesting getting here. But we're here. Where are we? I actually don't know. Yorkshire, I think. Some fella was telling me it's like best part at northwest, but it's not northwest, because that's the best part.
Oh, beautiful air around here.
It is. Smell. All I can smell is tea and funny shaped trees. Hello.
They've never known it's good.
Took me 3 years to get this on camera again. 3 fucking years. That's James R. Burns, if you didn't already know. If you do, he's Yorkshireman. Someone has to be. Anyway, that's enough of that. He's got to punch me. He's got to throw a tree at me. Or a tea bag. We're at Ingleborough, Chapel-lea, that vicinity. Chapel-lea vicinity. And there's limestone rocks and a particular tree that I have seen many times on many videos and thought I would love to come and photograph it, and now I'm here. I'm not disappointed, but amazing conditions. Look at this. And we're getting some light now and it's breaking up over behind the tree, so I know it's a bit of a funny introduction, especially with the orange jacket floating around, but well, it's good to be out, it's good to be out. That's all I'll say. Mikey, James, Charlie's tree. Sithee. Look at that. I think it's quite beautiful from this side, especially with this tiering of mood and cloud, and then the hillside and all this. It's starting to glow and it's very wet, the limestone, so it's got a shimmer. It's got a shimmer, a bit like my beard. It's a bit grey, but it's shimmering. You wouldn't believe it, but there's a lot of light. For such a stormy, heavy, never go out vlogging. It all goes in. Well, we didn't last long. They're up there, see. Looks good. I'm just going to give it a wave. I'll come back. Probably come back here. I haven't really got the shot I was hoping for, but you have preconceived ideas, and sometimes the best shots come when they go wrong. The preconceived ideas get smashed and you just do something that's off the cuff or an emotional response. Some great light flooding behind the back. Right, let's go and catch them up. I'm sopping. Love it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. There's the scene. 2 landscape photographers and a tree. I feel like Kate Bush. The wind and the wuthering, and now we've got this happening. Incredible. Fog. Light. Crazy tree. It looks an arduous task, so I think I'm going to go back down instead of going over this limestone. trying to pick my way through now, but the light's constantly evolving. Good job I've got my good boots on, eh? From the Keswick Boot Company. Of course I'm going to mention them. Great company. These boots have just been Bobby Dazzlers. Outstanding. Right, I shouldn't really talk to you while I cross that void of ankle breaking. Yeah. That was a bit of a moment, wasn't it? Fog. Bonkers. We need to go to somewhere where there's a few trees now. Yeah. Yeah. All in favour say, Sithee! Come to Yorkshire, they said. Great day, they said. Sunshine, they said. Hey? Oh, it is tremendous. Because we're walking back now to find some more trees because of the fog and the, well, fog's gone. But we're going to go and find some more trees. Oh, wow. Really is beautiful. Relentless rain, endless rain, clouds and squalls moving above our heads soaked us all to the bone. It was the end of the GoPro. The rain, that was it. There was no more. The GoPro was dead. What could I do? Just carry on. Look at the light, look at the atmosphere and the mood. But the rain was relentless and the equipment was just dying one piece at a time. The Nikon still going on. The Z7 works wonderful in all conditions, but it was the end of the GoPro. And to the second part of this video, a return in not much different conditions, but armed with a Fujifilm XS10, hoping to capture some more of this atmosphere in the hills up on the Dales in Yorkshire. God knows what's going to happen next. If you're a content creator, video producer, or you're just looking for music and SFX for your next project, use the link in the description and my offer code MALI10 to get yourself a 10% discount. Thank you to Audiio for supporting my channel. Turned out nice again. Again, I'm not saying anything. I'm going to curse it because we've had light. We've had some glorious light. And I've got to say, I'm having so much fun with this little Fuji. I've set up on the Nikon doing some really tight shots and different angles, but then I walked over to that wee tree over there and it's got a little pool of water in front of it. I'm not sure how it's going to come out because it's just a wee little tree, a wispy tree. It's not the big all wizardy tree like this one. Mr. Charlie Waite's tree, as a lot of people have coined the phrase, or first man photography's tree, because I know he's had a good session here with Charlie and I really enjoyed watching that video with Mr. Waite, apologies, respect where it's due. And I've struggled again today, but the light made up for it. We had some flashes of light in the grasses and in the distance was these strips of golden hue. He's a good lad, Golden Hue. It's all right. What am I on about? Anyway, I think I've got the shot. So now it's experimental time. I had to come back and I had to do what I had to do. Unfinished business, shall we say. So we're going to head back down and then there's a plateau of limestone that I saw when they came last time. I don't know what it's called. It'll have a name, something like Florgoise Flannel, or the levelling of the heroes, or maybe just a trap plateau limestone. I don't know. Let me know if you know what plateau I end up on when I start filming. I'll show you. Give me an answer down below. If you don't, you've never been here before. It's Southerscales, and don't come here. It rains, and it's full of Yorkshire people. Sorry, anyone from Yorkshire. No, I'm joking. Don't turn off. I love everyone. I'm a lover, not a hater. It's a good job there's no one here, isn't it? Right, come on. Oh, there's people coming. Right, let's get out of here now. Come on. We're not far off the plateau now, and I've got to say, what a place this is. Wonderful. And I head right to the far end when we've got some shots together. Right, I think I've got to stop talking and walking. Well, this is a lot of fun. When I say a lot of fun, it's really dangerous. Some of the limestone drops here are some of the biggest I've ever seen, and I've only walked on 20 feet. Hats off to anyone, not saying any names, who does this kind of stuff. I'm laughing because if you don't know who I'm talking about, it's very cryptic, but should I mention him again? No. Right, the drops in these crags are huge. I've just looked down one here, and it's 5 feet down. If you went down there, you're gonna be in a bit of a mess. There's some trees here that they're dead, and there's some on the horizon as well that I think I'm gonna have to walk around. I just love these. Can you see that? Hold on, let's get it in. There you go. Well, you'll see the pictures at the end. There's a lot of beautiful leading lines taking you to this tree. And there's one crag here that it must be 60 feet long, and it just keeps going to a tree in the distance. But there's a lot of colour still. It's dying off, so the orange in the grey is working quite well. I'm going to take some wide shots. Now, so far, all the shots have been taken here have been on the Fuji. I've been trying the different profiles, like Velvia and the black and white with the red filter, etc. Just good fun. Good fun playing with this camera. But I'm going to get the big boy out and I've got to head over to those trees on the edge, if I can, walk across these crags without falling in them. Look at this. Look at that line. Very special place. A real big playground. You could spend a long time here picking out compositions and even just playing with the stones and taking shots looking down into these gullies and gorges. There's so much going on inside them with ferns and just different plants growing. I wish I'd have come here in summer actually to get some of the colour that might have grown inside, you know, the different types of wild flowers, and just focus on that with some LED lights. One for next year for sure. Wind's getting up, I hope you can hear me. So we're going to carry on. I'm going to try and negotiate these to the edge. I ain't walking back. I started coming up this way and I knew it was getting boggy and lots of cows over there. It does warn you about the cows have just had calves, so we're going to carry on this way away from them to just not to spook them or frighten them. Right, come on, let's negotiate these stones. walked across the plateau limestone, heading to what I thought was just one tree from over there, and it's three very grey and beautiful dead trees. Ah, oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3. Oh. So now the fun begins. It's all right taking quick shots handheld with the Fuji, but when you see a scene like this, straight away I'm thinking about the composition of the rocks, trying to make some patterns and bring it all together as one cohesive scene. It's a very emotional place, this. Look at that over Ingleborough. Just trying to watch it all trip. Look at that. I'm still getting used to this camera. I don't know if it's focusing on me or focusing on that, but whatever, it's dramatic behind me. But the drama here were the V of the valley and this limestone. I'm lost for words, but I had to come on and try and muster some description because I'm quite emotional. It's just, there's no words for this feeling. Although there's a farm just there and I haven't walked that far, you feel very cut off, very isolated, otherworldly. And I think we're going to get some rain. See this mood coming in? Mood. Bloody clouds, but it's moody. It's really just flowing over the top. And we've got this lighter band, so I'm going to let you go and get set up quick. I am going to tripod this because I do want to try and get some movement in the cloud. It is moving really quick, and just to add that little bit more, pull that bit more drama and emotion out of it, like you couldn't get any more. Let's get set up and let's get some composition sorted. I can see 3 or 4 from different angles, different sides, some with Ingleborough and some just looking out towards Lancaster. That's enough, come on. Right, the wind's got up and it's getting bitter and I can feel the change, and I forgot my filters. So it's not that I've used any yet because it's just all been about the mood. I did want to get some cloud movement, so we may bump up the f-stop and see what we can get. Right, as you can see, we're down real low with this Benro tortoise. We can get really low, and this is why I like this centre pole, because that I don't want to get any lower than that, but you get a good spread. So what am I telling you? What am I telling you? Well, I'm gonna have to just, that's all I've been doing all day, is crouching real low, because the reason being, I want separation of the tree on that mountain with its branches. You know, it's doing that. Want its branches just on or above the distant mountain. So I've got that here, and I've got a beautiful pattern in front of me. Although I have just walked down there and saw some water pools, and I think I'm going to move composition in a bit. Possibly zoom in to about 50 mil. Wide angle, yes. You want wide angle, but if you move yourself back from the subject and then take the zoom length forward, a little bit of compression, and I can bring some foreground in that's 20 feet in front and make that the foreground just by having it at 50 mil. Why am I not going wide and getting closer? Because at 24 mil, it's not wide enough. And this is where I miss my 16 to 35. Right now, that 16mm would be a bit special. I've tried to play with the 3 trees to get them all in, and I've ended up really focused on this one singular tree, but I have took the trio of trees. I'm quite happy with them. So this is going to be the last shot before we head back down. We might get some more along the way, but for now I'm getting bitter. I've got a down jacket on underneath, but yeah, it's very, very cold. I think I'm having far too much fun, which is what it's all about, isn't it? So thanks so much for coming along. I'm saying that because I do think it's time to wrap. Why? I'm going to carry on with the photography. This is a tough place to shoot. It's no walk in the park. It's certainly no walk with this limestone. It's leg breaking. So you've really got to be on it, be focused and be careful. There's lots of little, I say little, I always say little, don't I? There is though, these like seed heads and grasses that are orange against the grey, and it'd be nice to get some abstracts of those and really play with the composition and positioning of the rocks and the grasses. So we're going to have a go at that, of course colour. But pretty much most of today will be mono, and all the images, as usual, I will stick up at the end. And head over to JRB, James R. Burns, his photography channel on YouTube, because this is his patch. I'm sorry, James. I know I'm treading on your toes maybe today, but I know why. This is just a wonderful place to be, especially for learning and building your compositional, you know, tools and really working a scene. You've really got to think about what you're doing. And even then today, I feel I'm missing, I'm lacking, and I will come back again. So if you haven't, please subscribe to James, and the links will be down below, possibly on screen if it'll let me do it. Click that link in the right corner, and well, another emotional day. I'm sorry folks, I know I hope I'm not coming across like a wet fecking lettuce, but seriously, if you were not connected to what you're photographing and you're not really pushing and enjoying it with your compositions and thinking for your craft, grafting for your craft, then you're never going to garnish the results really that you want. That's what I'm finding. I'm working damn hard lately. I'm really pushing my photography to its limits. So thanks so much, because it means everything, the comments and feedback you've been giving me. So if you like this video, hit subscribe, and if you want to see more, hit the notification bell. And well, there's only one thing left to say from Yorkshire, and that's Sithee!